Welcome once again, and this is the time for learning and amazing things in Adobe Photoshop, that is 3D class effect in image. Maybe you watched a 3D movie in theater or cinema hall, or you may have 3D television in your home and you watch 3D movies on there. But what you will do if you want to apply the 3D glass effect in image, you don't have to worry about, because in this lesson we are going to learn how to apply 3D glass effect in image. So you can take a look. This is an image from our exercise file and it's a 2D image, and we want to apply the 3D glass effect in this image. So let's take a look the output. Let me turn on these layers. Okay, you can take a look. We have the 3D glass effect in this image. This is only the image, but what you will do if you want to apply the 3D glass effect in text, we have this also. So let me turn this text layer. Magic. So we have the 3D glass effect in image, as well as we have the 3D glass effect in text. So we are going to learn in this lesson how you will apply the 3D glass effect in image and text. So let's take a look. So you know what we have to do right now? Yes, you are right. We have to open our exercise file, and let's open it. File menu, open option. Inside our exercise file, you will get a visual style folder. So you have to open the visual style folder, and inside the visual style folder you will get Wes Hicks Unsplash image. So you just have to select that image and then you have to click open. Okay, this is our image, and you can take a look. A handsome guy, he is listening some song in Mac. So we will apply the 3D glass effect in here, but before that we have to duplicate the layer for 2 times. So this is the background layer and we will duplicate layer for 2 times. So let's duplicate the layer. So just have to right click with your mouse and then you have to click the duplicate layer, and let me write R on. Actually this R is indicating the channel's name, you know, RGB, red, green and blue. So this will be R on, so we will turn on the red channels for this one. That's why I'm writing R on, and let me click OK. And I have to create another layer, so therefore you just have to duplicate this layer from here, and I want to write R off, and let me click OK. So this is R off layer. That means we will turn off the red channels for this layer. Okay, so let's start the process. So let's start with the R on layer, and we have to use the blending options for this R on layer. To use the blending option, you just have to right click with your mouse on this R on layer, and then you will get this blending options. So you just have to click on this blending options, and this is the layer style. Okay, the name of this layer is R on, and you can take a look. Here is the channels. So we will keep only R channels on, and we will turn off the green and blue channel off. So therefore let's uncheck the G, that means green, and B for blue. So we will turn on only the R channel, and let me click OK. Okay, so we're done with R on layer, and right now we have to work with the R off layer. So let's select the R off layer, and you can understand that R off means we are going to turn off the red channels. So let's do that. You just have to right click with your mouse, and then we will go for blending options. Okay, so for this channel we will turn off the red channels and we will keep turn on the green and blue channels. So let's turn off this red channel and let me click OK. So here is the OK button. Okay, so we turned off the red channel on this R off layer and we turn on the red channel on this R on layer, but nothing is happened here. Still we have the same image as like before. No 3D glass effect is applied. you have to scale the image. You have to scale this image a little, then you will have the 3D glass effect. And therefore you just have to press Ctrl or Command T button from your keyboard, or you can just use this edit menu, and from there, here is the transform option, and this is the scale option. Okay, so you just have to move this image a little at right or left. So I'm going to move this image a little left. Okay, you can take a look. We have the 3D glass effect in here. So after scaling, we are getting the 3D glass effect in this image, and this is the simple way for creating 3D glass effect in image. And right now we are going to learn how you will apply the 3D glass effect in text. So right now we will apply the 3D glass effect in text, and therefore we have to use the type tool. So here is the type tool, and we have to type the name. And as an example, I'm writing my name here. But one thing you have to follow: if you use this image from exercise file, then you have to use the bigger point for font, because the resolution of this image is higher. Okay, so let me write my name here, Stephen Cowell. Okay, so this is our image, and you can take a look. We have the text layer over here, and we have to duplicate the layer. And the procedure for making the 3D glass effect to this text is similar like before. So we have to do the same things. So let's duplicate this text layer. Okay, let me write R off. And let me rename this layer. Let me write R on. Okay, so in this layer we are going to keep the R channel on, and therefore you just have to use the blending options. So you just have to right click with your mouse, and here is the blending options. And for this R on layer, we will turn on the R channels, and we are going to turn off the G and B channels. Okay, so let me click OK. And this is the R off layer, so we have to turn off the R channel from blending option. So you just have to right click with your mouse, blending option, and we will turn off the R channel. Okay, so let me click OK. And now we have to scale the text, and therefore let me press Ctrl or Command T, and let's move the text aside. Okay, we have the 3D glass effect in text as well. So this is the simple process for applying the 3D glass effect in text and in image. So see you in next lesson.